Hello, this is Bill. I got a great idea for today. So, I have a good friend and their family loves to go out for dinner, and there's an Indian restaurant by them they go to all the time. And they always order this stuff. It's called like buttered chicken. I'm not exactly sure what it was, so I kind of looked into it. What I found out, in fact, they were like, oh, well, my mom uses this great, it's like a Marcella butter sauce that you can buy in the grocery store in the international aisle, and that's how you make it. I was like, well, there's got to be another way. So, knowing me, so I kind of worked on it, and I came up with another way. So I got a couple tablespoons of oil in here. This is olive oil. You can use canola if you don't want the flavor of the olive oil, that's fine. And I got some chicken that I cut up into little cubes. I'm going to show you the easiest way for you to flour it is I've got some flour. I put some black pepper in here, and I kind of learned this, I think, from like if you do like fried clams or seafood kind of stuff. So I'm going to do this over the sink. So I got my cubes of chicken. I'm going to sprinkle the flour on. I'm right-handed, so I got to kind of get this kind of tossed. Find the parts that aren't covered. Toss it around. And instantly, you have success. I'm so right-handed, this is hard for me to do, but and as you can see, it's going to become kind of unclumped, and if there's some clumps, that's fine. It's not going to hurt anything. Because I really don't want a whole lot of flour in here, I just want enough flour. That's why I'm not really dredging it. I think it's probably what most people do. Actually, I think I've seen them do this in Chinese restaurants. Alright. I think we're looking good here. Alright, so as you can see, we've really only got a couple tablespoons of flour that's stuck to it. I got my plate so I don't make a mess. And I just want to get it in this hot oil. You see it's really hot. Just finished. It's just getting there, not quite yet. So we're gonna give it another second. I want this pretty darn hot. Here it's sizzling. It's sizzling, but the chicken's cold, so I really want to kind of overheat the pan for a second. So when I put it in here, it doesn't drop the temperature of the oil real quick. And then now I'm starting to see a little action here. Let's try it. Getting much better. Come on, baby, roast. Okay. That's what I wanted to hear. Now I can hear it really starting to go. People used to do a bread test where they would have little pieces of bread and they drop in and see if the oil's hot enough to fry. I figure you can always have a couple sacrificial pieces. You're still going to cook and eat them, but if you put like one in, you know, now it's really getting hot. I want to go ahead, dump it in here. Last little bit. Clean up my mess real quick. And I've got a little flour reserve in case I need it for later. If there's not enough flour as a thickening agent. I just want to kind of break it all up. Let's get these pieces just start to kind of saute. And all I did was I took 2 chicken breasts and just cut them up into bite-sized pieces. I buy sometimes the big packs of chicken breasts, and I kind of go through them and pick out like the smaller ones that I'm not going to use for anything else. I just chop that stuff up and use it. And so I don't have a lot of extra flour in the pan, which is what my goal was. Just a little on the chicken. Starting to get some color here. I'm putting a little bit of pepper in there. I think it just gives it some good fragrance. My goal here is I just want to make sure I got all my chicken pieces cooking. I don't want to get them overcooked because we're definitely going to keep them in the pan here for a little bit. Because I want to make the sauce with them in the pan so all the flavor gets in. And a few good little odds and ends when you're cutting the chicken, throw them in here anyways. They're just going to add flavor. Okay, so you're seeing most of the color's gone, and I got most of the sides cooked. So, here's the fun part. Now what I gotta do is I gotta add, I'm probably gonna turn this down, you're probably gonna scream at me. I got a 1/4 cup of butter. Oh, butter sauce. Use butter. You don't have to wait for that to completely melt. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get some onion in here. And that's about like half of a large yellow onion. And I got like 4, maybe a little more cloves of garlic that I chopped up. I actually took the effort to really mince it up a little finer than usual. Just gonna get all that fragrance out of it. Oh yeah. Cook this for a minute. This is going to allow some flavorful things to happen. I could stop here, put this on rice and meat, let me tell you. But no. So, what I didn't understand when I first learned about this recipe is that the butter sauce is really made with Marsala wine. So, that being said, I got this just softening up here, looking pretty good. I got half a cup of chicken stock, unsalted, half a cup of dry Marsala wine. And the Marsala wine is going to give it a little dark color. And ooh, it smells good. So I want to get this all mixed together and cooking. And really the trick here is, so we're going to get that wine, we want to cook out the alcohol, and we want to reduce a little bit. So at this point what I really need to do is, and you know, there's no science to this unfortunately, is you just got to sit here and kind of wash it, and it's not really going to thicken up, but if you like have an imaginary line in your pan where you see it, and you can kind of tell, we're going to want to reduce this. It doesn't have to reduce a whole lot, but we want to make a sauce out of it. So I've got a pretty good little bubbly going on. It's not overly, and I just want to kind of babysit this. Don't have to do a whole lot. It's not going to stick. It's not going to do anything bad. And I just want to get that rocking and rolling. Probably going to, normally I would say like 3 to 5 minutes. Looks like from what I can see here is I'm probably going to let it go a whole 5 minutes. So let's get this reduced, and I'm going to see you back in about 5 minutes. Alright, we're back. I let it go the full 5 minutes. I just went and read some emails, so I'd leave it alone because otherwise I have to sit here and play with it. I've definitely reduced a little bit. I can tell the difference in how it looks. And I also have turned down the heat a little bit because I don't want it really that hot right now. And these pans do hold some heat. So, let's get this finished up because I'm getting hungry. So I have half a cup of half and half. We're really going to kind of make the creaminess of it. It's already starting to change consistency a little bit. So I'm going to get this nice and heated through. I tell you, if you could sit here and smell this, you would be like, oh, gotta have this. So I just need to stir this for a minute because I want to just get it just heated through. I got the half and half out of the fridge right after, you know, right when I started the 5 minutes. So it was still pretty cold, and we just want to maintain some kind of a temperature here. Oh, I think this looks lovely. And it's really pretty simple. And the thing I've learned about these kind of recipes is that when you mince that garlic the way I did, and we're kind of saucing it, you know, it's not, you know, obviously if you're cooking with garlic and you're sauteing it, you want to put it at the last minute because you don't want to burn it. That's a whole different taste. But we just kind of sauteed it a little bit to get some fragrance out of it. And then we cook the oil out by having it, you know, cooking in a sauce. So now we're pretty thick, and before this gets away from it, so I need about, this is a bag of baby spinach, and I do this by eyeball. This is like a 6-ounce bag. Probably want to, I have to. Just want enough that I know, because you know what happens, it's going to wilt away to nothing. So I probably took about 4 ounces of it. Now I just want to work it in. I just want to watch it start to wilt. And the sauce is really thickened up. And we're going to get a little water out of the liquid out of the spinach, so it's kind of offset how thick the sauce got. Just want to make sure every piece is in here and just getting happy. And I think it's really important. You know, this is an easy way to get your family to eat some veggies. I do try and put a lot of, you know, other kind of food in my meals besides the protein. Unless I'm grilling a steak, then it's all protein. That's another story. Alright, so I think I got it wilted down here. I definitely want to turn off the heat because I know it's going to stay warm for a minute. And what I want to do now is I want to add some tang. This isn't necessarily, you know, a recipe thing I've seen, but I really like it. So I've got a little bit of Greek yogurt, nice thick Greek yogurt. Start with about, so these are really small, it's like 5 ounces. And I probably put about 2-3 ounces in there. I'm going to stir it around, I just want to see what it looks like. I think that's probably about all I need. And it's just going to give that great flavor you get from Greek yogurt. This finished really wilted away. Probably put a little more in there. But at this point in the game. So you could serve this, you know, the American way on rice. You put it on pasta, any way you want. Obviously, this is something you probably just have in a dish. In most restaurants, served with a little unleavened bread. So before I eat the whole thing, I dish some of this up so you can just see. It's a pretty thing. So it's got a nice caramel color to it. The consistency of the sauce is really nice. Taste of the sauce is really good. So it's really that simple. This is something really easy. I really worked to try and come up with this recipe so anybody could make it. You know, sometimes I make things that are really spicy and I want to kind of break away and make something just had a lot of good flavor to it. You can, you know, that I really held back on the Marsala. I didn't want to taste like Marsala chicken because that's a whole different thing with the mushrooms and all that stuff. Just wanted something really basic and simple and good. So obviously, I would really love it if you would subscribe. You know, I'm hitting there, you know, like I'm like one shy at 250 like for months now, maybe a year now. And one person subscribes, I hit 250 and I'll just make me feel better. And of course, comment, try it. And like I was telling someone at work yesterday, people need to get back into the kitchen, making food, stop eating junk, stop giving into the crap, and make it a family event. Just have fun. Try new things, certainly take an idea from me and go crazy with it. You know, make it the way you'd like it. Once again, let's just have fun, enjoy cooking, and enjoy this meal. Thank you.